the only way to remove surface rust from a splitting axe. Timber has some abrasives in it, and dirt has even more abrasives in it. This is the only way I would remove a little bit of rust on an axe I actually use. The only time you have to worry about rust is when it's on the very apex, which is the tip of the edge, or the bevel, or the primary bevel. Doesn't really matter that much because it'll come off with use, but if it's starting to ruin the apex of your edge, then it needs to be addressed. You just need to redo that edge. Apex it again. If it really rusted the apex of the edge, which takes a long time. Even rusty axes are still sharp all the time. I run into sharp, rusty axes constantly. Now, not like a felling axe bevel, but I can cut myself very easily. So, rust barely matters, guys. This is not a knife. It's a big chunk of metal with a point. It doesn't need to be like you could shave your face with it. And even when it is shave your face sharp, that doesn't mean that it's actually set to the task that you actually want to use the axe or hatchet for. This X27 splitting axe, there's only one thing you use this for. You use it to split wood. So the apex of the edge, it doesn't even matter that much. All it needs to be is keen enough to enter the wood. And when we talk about an axe being keen, we're talking about the front of the edge being thin enough so it actually penetrates the wood. When it comes to cross-cutting, it matters a lot more. When it comes to splitting, it just needs enough. Just barely enough to get in the wood. Now, right here is a really tough piece of wood. I don't really think it would have mattered much if I had a thinner profile up front. This is just really tough beech. You can see it's kind of not straight. It's like a wiggly grain. But it's not a knife, guys. Treat it like the tool that it is. It's an outdoor tool. It's okay if it gets a little rusty. Just go swing it if it does. Because this is only one round that I split here, and all the rust is gone by the end. You'll see. This is less than 5 minutes of splitting. Recently I was teaching someone how to split, and I had them swinging at some of this American beech. That's a big no-no. It is just way too hard for a beginner to split American beech because they're working on their accuracy first, and power comes later. Well, speed in the axe head comes later. And it's just really tough to actually split a piece of American beech unless it's like really nice stuff. Unless it has no knots on the outside. And you have to slab pieces off. You can't split it in half. So I think I recommend a wood that splits in half better for a beginner. In conclusion, it only took a very brief time, and I was able to remove all the rust while actually using the tool how it's designed to be used.